Alright, what's up guys? So today we have video number 2 of the Simply Explained series. Number 1 was on nutrition, and if you haven't seen it, the link is in the description. Go check it out. It's a longer video, but it's arguably just as important as training. This is the second video. It's going to be about in terms of what factors will be most important to least important for making progress in the gym. If you guys haven't already subscribed, hit subscribe and see what happens. It's actually this really cool trick. You press it and then randomly something great happens to you. It's different for every person, but yeah, try it out. But yes, so just like last video, if you haven't seen it, most important factors for making progress on the bottom, the base of your pyramid, and less important up top, but we'll still talk about all of them. Now, I'm gonna try to make this video shorter because I feel like the more I talk, the more it's gonna complicate things, and I wanna keep it very simple and easy to understand. So the bottom of the pyramid for this one is adherence. Now what does that mean? Adherence is basically like, I'm gonna give you a program, and if you follow the program, you're going to make progress. Whereas, don't follow the program, don't adhere to the program, you're not gonna make progress. In simpler terms, adhering simply is gonna be like going to the gym and then continuing to go to the gym. Without actually working out, you're not gonna make any progress. So regardless of what your program is or what your goal is or basically any of the other factors, as long as you're actually doing things, you're gonna make progress. It goes for life as well. Like a lot of people will talk or they'll have ideas or stuff, or they have things they want to accomplish, but then if they don't actually do it, they're not gonna actually do it. You get it? All right, next on the pyramid, we've got volume, intensity, and frequency. Let's talk about volume first. So volume would technically be like the amount of work you're doing in the gym, whether it's sets, reps, and exercises. You want to be increasing that over time to make progress. Intensity is going to come from like a lot of things. Intensity can come from rest periods or tempos or weight or reps, but as long as you're increasing the intensity each time you go into the gym, you're going to make progress. It's progressive overload. You have to constantly overload yourself to make progress. And frequency, let's look at it this way. If you go to the gym once a week, it's better than not going, which goes back to the adherence thing. Once a week is better than not going at all, but the more you go with sufficient recovery, the more progress you'll make. In terms of progression, that's higher up here, but it really relates back to the volume, intensity, and frequency. Progression is going to come from either doing extra reps, doing more weight, or simply recovering faster as your body gets stronger, which would relate to the rest periods. Maybe also progression can be about going from 2 days a week to 3 days or 4 days, but as long as you're going to be progressing in some way, you're going to make progress. Doesn't that make sense? Progression leads to progress. Same word. Next is going to be exercise selection. Now this is like a very taboo topic, like what exercises should I do? Should I do compound movements? What should I do? Should I do isolation? If I isolate things, it's going to be better, Exercise selection. All right, let's put it this way. Selecting exercises is less important than performing exercises. So if you go in the gym and you're doing a bunch of bicep curls, yes, you're going to make progress more than not going to the gym and doing bicep curls, but there are some better exercises to do to get a more efficient workout. So the way I like to do it is make most of your workout compound movements. So the compound movement is like all your big movements that require like multiple muscle groups at a time, like squat, bench, deadlift, overhead presses, rows, dips, those kinds of things. Those are going to give you like the best bang for your buck in terms of time put in the gym. And then isolation work can be things like bicep curls and smaller things, lateral raises, basically things to isolate other muscle groups. But in terms of on this pyramid, doing any exercise is going to give you progress and is going to be better than nothing. But when it gets down to like the fine details of creating a program, exercise selection is going to be important. In terms of a workout structure, I would always put power or strength-based movements first, followed by your heavy compounds, followed by isolation and accessory work. So exercise selection does affect both making progress in general and also for when you're designing a program. Rest periods. Now, rest periods are like something that people, I think they overthink way too much. They think like, I need to rest this certain amount, or like I have a few seconds left, I need to rest or else I'm not going to make gains. When you first go in, rest periods they're not that important, but if you have specific goals, they can be more important. So in terms of like a general rest period guideline, if you're training for endurance, I don't know who's training for endurance in general, never seen it, but like muscular endurance, you would go less than 30 seconds. Or also on that side, you would do, if you're doing like a circuit-based workout, you're focusing more on like high intensity interval training, you would do like 30 seconds rest and stuff because you're trying to keep your heart rate up really high. Or you're doing endurance, but I don't know who does endurance. Hypertrophy-based stuff, I'd go 90 seconds as an average, but you can go whenever you feel like it. Just rest enough so that you can get your muscles recovered, but still keep your heart rate up and get an intense workout. And then if you're doing some kind of strength or power, definitely like 2 to 5 minutes rest, because a lot of times when it comes to strength training, your muscles are recovered, but you have to regenerate your CNS and your neurons and stuff because they're used way more and they're taxed way more in strength training. So in terms of importance on the pyramid, rest periods are not important when thinking about the overall idea of progress, but if goal specific in mind, they are important. And then finally, tempo. I think tempo is a way to increase intensity. So you've all done reps where maybe your friend is like, all right, for this last one, do like 4 seconds eccentric and then press back up really quickly, like a 4-second down, 1 second up. And you end up doing like half the amount of reps that you would normally do because the more time under tension for your muscles, the harder your muscles are going to be strained. So tempo is important if you're looking to increase your intensity. But in terms of overall importance, like how should I do this tempo in the gym, it's not that important. If you're doing some kind of like power training, then what you want to focus on is like a controlled down and a quick explode back up. It's going to build up your power. Or if you're looking for like muscular hypertrophy, the slower you do your reps, the more time under tension you're going to get and the more your muscles are going to be fatigued with less weight, which is a good way to actually avoid injury. So yeah, it's pretty much the pyramid of factors that are going to affect your training. I think it's less finicky than nutrition because being in the gym is actually easier than focusing on your nutrition. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions concerning this, I tried to make it shorter and more to the point. Just leave a comment below or message me somewhere else. If you haven't subscribed already for that fun little surprise, go ahead and do that. And any other topics you guys have for like a Simply Explained, let me know. But thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you for the health tip later. Peace and bye.